Every single morning. Daniel's car died exactly 10 miles before his office. Not 5. Not 20. Always 10. Sometimes the engine failed. Sometimes the tires burst. Sometimes the fuel tank suddenly showed empty. Even stranger? His car worked perfectly everywhere else. Road trips. Weekend outings. Late-night drives. No problem. But the moment he tried driving to work, something stopped him. At first, Daniel thought it was bad luck. But after 2 months, he realized someone was trying to keep him away from that office. Someone who should have been dead. Daniel Carter was a senior analyst at a fast-growing tech company in Seattle. The company culture was brutal. Everyone competed for promotions like survival depended on it. Long hours. Office politics. Backstabbing smiles. And among all employees, one person stood out. Emma Hayes. Brilliant. Focused. Respected. She solved impossible problems, led projects flawlessly, and carried entire teams through deadlines. Even the manager privately admitted, Emma is the obvious choice for the next promotion. That sentence slowly destroyed Daniel from inside. Because Daniel wanted that promotion more than anything. Not for money. For validation. For status. For ego. At first, he tried competing honestly. But Emma kept outperforming him effortlessly. And jealousy slowly turned into obsession. Daniel began manipulating things quietly. During meetings, he interrupted Emma and made her ideas sound incomplete. He privately told management, Emma struggles under pressure. He altered reports to make her performance appear unstable. Whenever a project succeeded, Daniel presented it as team effort. But whenever something failed, he subtly shifted blame toward Emma. Still, Emma never fought back. She worked harder. Stayed later. Fixed every problem. Led every crisis. Saved every project. Everyone in the team knew the truth. The promotion belonged to Emma. But Daniel's manipulation reached upper management first. And one Friday evening, the company announced the promotion. Not Emma. Daniel. The office applauded. Emma stayed silent. She smiled politely. Congratulated him. Picked up her bag. And left. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. That night, Emma drove home alone through a rainy highway outside Seattle. Her phone buzzed repeatedly. Messages from coworkers. Congratulations to Daniel. Praise for his leadership. Her hands trembled on the steering wheel. Years of effort. Sleepless nights. Sacrificed weekends. All stolen. Not by talent. By betrayal. Tears blurred her vision. Then. Headlights. A truck lost control in the rain. Emma's car crashed into the divider. The impact killed her instantly. The police called it an accident. The company moved on within days. Daniel got his new office. His new salary. His new title. Everything he wanted. Or so he thought. Exactly 2 months later, the problems began. Every day Daniel tried going to work. Something stopped him. His car battery died suddenly. Tires exploded. Traffic accidents blocked roads. Taxi drivers canceled. Subway systems failed. Rideshare apps crashed. And every single delay happened before reaching the same location. 10 miles from the office. At first, Daniel laughed it off. Then he became frustrated. Then terrified. Because one morning, while sitting inside a stalled cab, he looked outside and froze. There, across the street, stood Emma. Wearing the same clothes from the night she died. Wet hair. Blank expression. Broken forehead. Watching him silently. Then she disappeared. Daniel became obsessed. He checked dates, timelines, reports, security footage. And then he realized something horrifying. The strange incident started exactly 2 months after Emma's death. Not before. Not randomly. After. Almost as if she had finally understood what he did to her. The guilt consumed him. At work, computers turned on by themselves. Emma's project files reopened automatically. Her voice whispered through office speakers. Elevators stopped only for him. Meeting room screens flashed one sentence repeatedly. You stole my life. Daniel stopped sleeping. Stopped eating. Stopped functioning. The office thought he was mentally unstable. But Daniel knew the truth. Emma didn't want revenge. She wanted acknowledgement. She wanted the truth. One night, Daniel stayed alone in the office. Rain hammered the windows. Lights flickered endlessly. Then every monitor in the building turned on simultaneously. Emma appeared behind him. Not violent. Not screaming. Just staring. Broken. Disappointed. Daniel collapsed crying. For the first time, he admitted everything. How he manipulated reports. How he stole her credit. How he destroyed her future. How he hated her talent because he lacked his own. The next morning, Daniel publicly confessed everything to the company. He resigned immediately. The promotion was revoked. And Emma's contributions were finally recognized by the entire office. That evening, for the first time in months, Daniel drove peacefully. No breakdowns. No accidents. No delays. Just silence. He thought it was over. Until weeks later. At his new office job. A junior employee presented an idea during a meeting. And for one brief second, Daniel considered taking credit for it. Thud. Something hit the back of his head. Hard. He turned around. Nobody there. Then faintly, a woman's whisper echoed beside him. Don't do it again. Daniel slowly looked down. On the glass table beside him, water droplets formed by themselves. Spelling one name. Emma. Talent can be delayed by lies. But truth always returns. And guilt never stops haunting the people who steal someone else's hard work.